Today on Hometown History, we are taking a trip to one of my favorite vacation places, and that's Panama City, Florida. And I'm going to show you a few things around Panama City that you have to check out. Alright, we're on our way to St. Andrews State Park. It is probably my most favorite park in Florida. Great place to snorkel and find seashells. Lots of hermit crabs when I was a kid. I decided to take some home with me, and I put them in a bucket in the back of my parents' car. And about the time we got to Mobile, something really bad started stinking, and my hermit crabs had died. I was devastated, and I got a whooping for trying to smuggle crabs. But anyway, I'm going to show you some stuff here. There is a World War II turret installed here by the United States military force to protect our cargo ships going in and out of the St. Andrews Bay. So we're going to look at that today. We're going to look at some jetties. We're going to do some snorkeling, and maybe even do some metal detecting later. So there's a slight fee for going into St. Andrews. Not sure how much it is, but I'm about to find out. Alright, so for 5 of us, it cost $8. So, not too bad. Hurricane Michael did a lot of damage last year, but it seems to, a lot of it has been rebuilt and it looks just as beautiful as it's always looked. It says one way, but alright, don't drive as I'm driving. Alright, now we're here, it's kind of early, it's about, 9:30, as you can see the parking lot is pretty empty. Handful of people up there, so it's great to get here early to get a great spot on the beach. And now we have a ton of cargo to unload, and yay! As you can see, I've got all my gear ready for the day. Nothing says nerd better than carrying around a metal detector. So I'm just embracing my nerdness today, and maybe I'll find enough jewelry to pay for our little trip. Alright, now here at St. Andrews, we're on the bay side. The ocean is right out here across these jetties. You can swim on either side. Now if you'll notice over here, we have a red flag out. Now, just because there's a red flag on this bay side, the waves aren't that bad. Now if you go to the ocean side, that's where that would really take place. So we're going to set up here first on the bay side, and then we'll move over to the ocean side in a minute. Alright, now that we're set up with this lovely tent that I found at Walmart, it's too big, but all these small ones were sold out. So yeah, $70 later, have a nice tent. Alright, let me show you around before we get started with our snorkeling. Alright, we're looking at the bay side. This is a great place to snorkel all along these rocks. The water is very, very clear, and lots of seashells and lots of fish, crabs. And about 50 yards this way is the ocean side. Alright, from my little white tent over there, we've walked over this way to the ocean side. Here is the Gulf of Mexico. All right, supposedly there is a World War II gun turret somewhere on the beach that washed up after Hurricane Michael, and we're gonna go try to find it real quick. So let's go see if we can find it. All right, the way I understand what this is, back during World War II, the United States military built a turret out here to help protect cargo ships coming out of St. Andrews Bay against the Axis powers should they show up. Although it was here, it was never used, to my understanding. But it's been covered up for years, and then Hurricane Michael, when it came through, pulled all the sand off of it, and it's exposed it. Supposedly, the Park Service is going to cover it back up, but whenever hurricanes come through this big, hits this area, it uncovers this. There was another one, but I'm not sure it's located. This is the only one that I know of that is actually washed up. So, in order to preserve the beach, these dunes are very important. So you should never do what I'm about to do. This is illegal. Don't do this. So we from Mississippi know that raccoons are evil. That's why we don't touch them or feed them. Somebody said it was Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. I found Nigel from Finding Nemo. Even he likes to visit St. Andrews in Panama City. One of my other favorite places at St. Andrews is the St. Andrews Boat Launch. This is a great place to picnic, and the hurricane that came through back last year in 2018 destroyed most of the bridge. They are going to rebuild it, but it is great to feed the fish off the end of that pier. Let's go take a look. Of all the years that I've been coming to this place, I've never been to the Gator Lake. So we're going to check that out real quick. All right, the last place we're going to stop before we end our little vacation here at St. Andrews is the St. Andrews Pier. It is beautiful, so we're headed there now. I hope you enjoyed our little trip here to St. Andrews State Park 2019, and I guess it'll be a whole nother year before we get to come back, but you should come check it out. It's great.